Hello, hello, Panthers. Welcome back. This is part two of the Chromebook rollout series. Otherwise, you could just watch this on your own if you would like to learn more about the Chrome browser. Chrome is a browser just like the other browsers you might be familiar with. Internet Explorer is kind of the big one because it comes with all Windows machines. Safari is on Macs and iPads. Um, Otherwise, Firefox is the other big one. So this is about the Chrome browser, some tips and tricks that you may not know. Um, if you would like more information beyond this video, this Chrome Basics video is about 5 minutes and it does a good job of introducing you to a lot of other features that maybe I won't talk about. I will link it here as well as down in the doobly-doo. So this was a little funny that I found, kind of the schoolyard version of how browsers would interact with each other if they were little kids on the playground. It gave me a laugh when I first saw it, and so I thought I would share that with you. Chrome has kind of exponentially grown in the past few years just because it has a lot of really nice features that people really like in this mobile multiple device society that we are kind of living in. One of the really nice things you can do in Chrome if you have multiple devices is import your bookmarks. So what you can do is you can sign into Chrome. You just have to go up to the settings menu box and make sure you're signed in. And if you're not signed in, it'll say sign into Chrome and then sign in with your school credentials. And what you can do is you can import the bookmarks that you already have. So my guess is on your staff machine, you have a lot of favorites in Internet Explorer, or you might even have bookmarks already in Chrome. You can import those into Chrome. And then what that does is it allows you to see the same bookmarks no matter where you are, as long as you are signed into Chrome. So me, who works between three buildings, it's really nice because when I sign into Chrome, I always see the same bookmarks on the top of my screen. When I'm at home working on my personal laptop, I can sign into Chrome with my school credentials, my school email, and I will still see the same bookmarks along the top of my screen. I can install the Google Chrome browser on my iPad, log in with my school email, and still see the same bookmarks along the top of my screen. So it's a really nice way to keep the same things on all of the devices you might be using. You can get these directions by clicking here or down in the doobly-doo. If you have any questions, just let us know. Now we can move on to the next screen. One of the really nice things about Google Chrome that Internet Explorer kind of adopted is the Omnibox. So the box at the top of the screen, which we used to call the address bar, is now they call the Omnibox. So you can do a search and it defaults to a search engine. So peanut butter flavored squash, for instance, if you typed that in the Omnibox up here, it would take you to a Google search page with things related to that search. You can also type in a URL, so destiny.scc.k12.wi.us, type that right into the Omnibox and it works just like an address bar like you've always known. Info, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I don't know how useful this is, but if you type in a famous person and Bacon number, it will tell you the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon from Cary Grant to Kevin Bacon. So not really useful, but something that the Omnibox will do. There is more useful things that the Omnibox does. I will link these down in the doobly-doo. So things like search operators, all of those Boolean things that you used to know about. It'll give you the weather, so just type in weather and then a city. It will calculate for you. You can do basic math or complex math. You can do conversions also, so from like ounces to pounds. You can do directions, so Denver, Colorado to Madison, Wisconsin. It will give you directions for that. Custom search engines, all kinds of different stuff. There's way more out there if you would like. So the Omnibox is a really nice tool. It's an efficient way to do things because you can do multiple things all from the same part of your screen. All right, this is kind of the new thing that sets Google Chrome apart from other web browsers, and that's the web store where you can find apps and extensions. So like we talked about in the vocabulary video, apps are programs that you can use in Chrome, just applications, okay, programs. So Google Drive is an app for Chrome. Extensions, on the other hand, are small add-ons to make your time online more efficient. So Google Drive in the web store, if I go to the web store and I go to Google Drive, you can see there's an app called Google Drive, and then there are extensions related to Google Drive. The big difference between apps and extension is apps will show up on the screen here. It's kind of like a program or a shortcut to a specific website. So Google Drive, that app takes me to my Google Drive. Okay, that will probably also let me work offline. So if you're on your Chromebook, you could still use that app even when you are not connected to the internet. On the other hand, an extension will show up here next to the address bar, and I only have the one loaded, this green one right here, and it is read and write for Google. Read and write for Google. And what this does is it's a text-to-speech reader, so this will only appear on pages that it works with, so it doesn't always come up. And then when you click on it, it will bring up a text-to-speech reader. So that's an extension. It's an add-on to make your time online more efficient. There are add-ons for timers and web clipping and shorteners and all kinds of stuff. So I would strongly recommend that you go into the App Store, and you should have a little app icon. Otherwise, if you go into settings, extensions, you can get more, and that will take you to the same place. And go through and look through the apps, and they broke it up into different categories. Or go through and look for extensions and find different extensions that make your time online more easier. They have themes. I've never used themes, so I don't know anything about that. Use at your own risk. Um, so that's the Chrome store. I would highly recommend you go explore, find some things. If you find a really good one, send this information to me and we will get it added to the whitelist. That's another thing with apps and extensions. You can add any app or extension without permission, as long as it's free, to your Chromebook. Okay, so if you find free apps and extensions, you can add them to your Chromebook without needing permission. However, if you are on your staff desktop machine, or if you find one that you would like students to be able to add on the student machines, you must put in a help desk ticket to Chad to get it approved. Okay, we're going to add it to a whitelist of things that can come through. When you're in the Chrome store, all you need to do is find the app or extension that you want and then copy and paste this whole address up here and send that to Chad along with the title of the app or extension in a help desk ticket, and we will get that approved for you. All right, so that's Google Chrome. Bookmarks, Omnibox, apps, and extensions. Those are the kind of big three things that I wanted to talk about with Chrome. If you have other questions, make sure you stop and ask.